Welcome back to Hanging with the Homeless. We appreciate those that are telling people about the show and more people calling in and helping. I left off with the grannies that are knitting and doing the hats, and you ladies are awesome. You know, the ladies from United Methodist yesterday bringing grab bags by, the vets, the female auxiliary, the VFW, the American Legions, the Marine Corps, the Eagles Club. We're going to be thanking more and more each way we know how, but you have to understand with our budget, a thank you card's about all we can afford. But each show I'm going to start thanking more and more groups, because if it weren't for you and the people at Crystal Motors hiring our people, Days Inn, Pizza Hut, and I can go on and on and on. We appreciate all of you because you're helping people back on their feet. And we're going to continue to thank you online and on the show. Some of you are angels that, God's just going to bless, and I don't care what we'll get one fact straight. I don't care what anybody out there thinks of me. Never will, never going to. We don't proclaim to be, the perfect people, but we do help people every day. And we help people more than any. And as you see, if you come by on Thanksgiving Day, you'll see. You come by on Christmas, the ladies at the Moose last year, you were awesome. I mean, I can't. John Deere, Santa on a John Deere tractor was like really awesome. Today I have Delva back. Delva has been with me a long time. And a lot of people think, 2 months you should be out, 3 months you should be out. Do you think that any of the girls there, because the girls, you cry with them, you laugh with them, even the guys cry on your shoulders. Do you think it's possible for somebody to change years of abuse and years of neglect and the circumstances of having their son murdered and all? Do you think somebody can actually change and get back on their feet in 3 months?
If you had a magic wand? No, it's not possible. It's really hard. And anyone, not only just homeless, anyone goes through the daily struggles of, common life. Some of us have it harder than others, and it's not an easy aspect to change at all.
We're getting ready to celebrate your second year of not killing yourself.
Yes.
Why do you think you have not chose to kill yourself?
I found a purpose in life, and my purpose is helping other people. I've got problems along the line with everyone else, some worse than others. But, aside from my kids and my family, I actually have a purpose. And I wake up every day at the shelter, and I have to make it a purpose to, say hi to everyone, ask how they're doing. Because you never know what's wrong with the next person. And me talking to them, hearing their stories, hearing their situation, helps me with my problems. It helps me stay sane. And of course, helping you and making sure you stay alive.
Well, a lot of people through much of your life just thought you were an addict. And, they just thought, Delva is just saying that she's in pain, but she's not really in pain. And we got your MRIs back, and you went through your stomach surgery. Would you like to comment on that? Because everybody always just said you were an addict and you were always faking the pain. And
me personally, I don't ever worry about what people think about me and how people, want to judge on it. Unless you live in my body and unless you live my life, you don't know 100% what's going on. The addiction got way out of control because the doctors were pushing the medication more and more. And of course, being an addict, hey, it's there. So yeah, I got harder, but I did do the detox. I am clean, and I'm doing a lot better. I feel a lot better. The pain is there still. A lot of it, is a lot of physical pain between my back. My stomach problems are coming back. But with God's help, your help, and everyone there, it's a lot easier than what it was.
How do you feel like when you're promised something that's not delivered by, people that come by and, they don't realize that, to me, you're a beautiful person. You always will be, and you're what I call the diva. But, you've been promised your teeth you know, by so many people, and your teeth are still falling out. How do you feel about, should people promise things and not do them?
No, my biggest thing, don't make a promise that you cannot keep. Don't try to butter us up, you know, with money and, hey, you know, I'll do this for you if you do this. No, don't butter us up. If you're not going to do it, don't say it. If you don't want to understand what we're going through, you know, the embarrassment, yeah, it's embarrassing. My teeth are messed up, but I know eventually it's going to get fixed. People like it, you know, don't judge me by it. But as for people making their promises to me, I can handle it easier because I'm used to people letting me down. Other people cannot handle it so easily. Just because you have the money and the pools with the, you know, government and all the county and stuff, don't make promises to us that you can't keep and that you're not going to, just to make us smile for a second. No.
Thank you, Dylan. We're going to have you back in the next segment because you know me and you know everybody else better than anyone there. What do you think would happen, because you get the phone calls every day, our former residents from as far away from Massachusetts, from English, from all over. What do you think would happen if they didn't have the mission to come back to when they do fall?
Oh, we'd have a lot of people dead, lost in the woods. I remember when I first got there, we had one of our old residents doing the bike rides through the woods and found a dead body. And I know we'd have a whole lot more of them. Every day we get phone calls, text messages, you know, just a simple, we're doing okay, thank you, we love you, can we help you with anything? You know, with the Facebook, everyone thinks, oh, well, you know, you're just on there for chit chat. No, that's one of our main lines of keeping in touch with people, you know, that are up north. And I know if it wasn't for the mission in Citrus, there wouldn't be as much a success as there is.
Thank you. We're going to have you back on the next show. We're not going to have any reruns from now on because we feel that the issue needs to be addressed more. You know, people can condemn, they can judge, but that's really God's job. And until you visited the mission and actually sat there and talked to them and get to know them, and, you know, you can't make judgments from a pulpit. God teaches against that. You can't make judges from behind a county seat. You know, and if you're not in touch with the public, you shouldn't be behind that county chair. You should be out in the public and seeing the poverty and what's happening. You're not in touch with the people unless you're out there seeing how they're suffering. And right now there are a lot of people in Citrus County suffering, especially the elderly. We thank you. Well, we'll see you in next week's show. God bless, and thank all of you that have been helping.